All right, let's dive into one of the most intense and honestly most misunderstood books of the Bible. We're going to unpack the book of Revelation, zeroing in on chapters 4 through 6, using the incredible commentary from Chuck Missler. We're going to go from a throne room in heaven straight to the chaos of the four horsemen on earth. It is an absolutely wild ride, so let's get into it. So right away, the whole scene shifts dramatically. The narrator, John, hears a voice say, "Come up here," and bam, he is instantly transported into the throne room of heaven itself. And what he sees there, well, it sets the stage for everything that is about to be unleashed on the world. The very first thing that grabs his attention, besides the incredible main throne, is this: 24 other thrones, and on them, 24 elders are seated. Now, you might be thinking, who are these guys? And that's the right question, because this isn't just some background detail. According to our source, their identity is absolutely crucial for understanding the timeline of everything that happens next. So, who are they? Well, the commentary makes a really strong case that these 24 elders actually represent the redeemed church. The clues are right there in the text. They're called kings and priests, and a little later, they sing a song about being redeemed by blood. This is a huge deal because it puts believers in heaven before that whole period of judgment, what we call the tribulation, even begins down on earth. Okay, now we get to the heart of the conflict in this whole heavenly drama. In the hand of the one on the throne is a scroll, and it's sealed up in a very specific way. And listen, this is not just any old book. This thing holds the very destiny of the planet. What's so fascinating here is how the source material defines this scroll. It's not just a book of prophecies, you see. It's presented as a legal document, the title deed to the earth. Back in ancient times, a document written on both the front and the back like this was often a will or a deed. So opening this scroll isn't just reading it, it's about legally reclaiming ownership of the entire world.
Then, a mighty angel throws down a cosmic challenge that just echoes through all of creation. It's really a legal and a moral question rolled into one. Who has the right, who has the authority, and who is pure enough to execute the terms of this deed and take back the world?
And the answer that comes back is absolutely no one. Not in heaven, not on earth, not anywhere. No created being is qualified. And the source points out that John, the one seeing all this, totally gets the gravity of the situation. He doesn't just get a little sad. The original language implies he sobbed convulsively. I mean, the fate of all creation is hanging in the balance, and it looks like it's a total dead end. But just as all hope seems lost, one of the elders tells John to stop weeping, because a hero has been found. This moment right here is the dramatic turning point of the whole scene, where the one and only qualified individual finally steps forward. And this is just a brilliant illustration of one of the most powerful paradoxes in the whole story. He's announced with these titles of supreme power and royalty, the conquering Lion of Judah. But when John actually looks, he sees the exact opposite, a lamb, looking as if it had just been slain. You have ultimate power and ultimate sacrifice, all in one person. So why is the lamb the only one worthy? Well, the source connects us to a really important ancient concept, the kinsman redeemer. See, under that old law, to buy back lost property for a relative, you had to meet 3 conditions. You had to be a kinsman, you had to be able to afford the price, and you had to be willing to do it. The lamb checks all 3 boxes. He was a kinsman to humanity, his sacrifice meant he was able, and by stepping forward, he proved he was willing. And just like that, the tension breaks. The lamb walks right up and takes the scroll. And the second he does, the 24 elders and the rest of heaven just erupt in this massive song of praise, declaring him worthy because he was slain and redeemed them. The legal requirement has been met. And now the seals can be opened. So, with the scroll in the Lamb's hand, the action pivots. We go from worship in heaven to judgment on earth. And as the Lamb starts breaking those seals, one by one, he unleashes the famous or infamous 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And these judgments roll out fast. First, the white horse comes thundering out. And the source suggests this isn't a hero, but a conqueror who brings a false peace. He's followed immediately by the red horse, who unleashes total war. Then comes the black horse, bringing widespread famine and economic collapse. And finally, the pale horse rides out, and its rider's name is literally death. The scale of this devastation is it's hard to even wrap your head around. The text says that these 4 horsemen were given power over 1/4 of the earth, 1/4 of the world's population, to be killed by war, by famine, by death, and by what it calls the beasts of the earth, which the source notes could mean anything from wild animals to microscopic plagues. And if you think that's bad, it doesn't stop there. As the Lamb keeps opening the seals, the judgments just escalate, going from geopolitical chaos to full-on cosmic disaster, leading to a moment of pure global terror. You know, when the 5th seal is opened, the camera kind of pans away from Earth for a second. We see the souls of those who were martyred for their faith, and they're crying out for justice. They're asking God, how long are you going to wait to judge the world? It's this really poignant, somber moment where they're told to just wait a little longer. Then, the 6th seal is broken, and the very fabric of reality starts to come apart at the seams. A monster earthquake rocks the whole planet, the sun goes black, the moon turns blood red, and the stars look like they're falling out of the sky. The source material points out that, while this could be symbolic, there's a very good reason to believe these are literal, cataclysmic events shaking creation to its core. And what is the result of all this? Every single person on Earth, from kings and their palaces to slaves in the fields, they all start running for cover. They're hiding in caves and literally begging the mountains to fall on them. And notice what they're afraid of. It's not just the earthquake. They are terrified of the wrath of the Lamb. They know exactly who is behind this. So that's the real kicker here. The people on Earth know this is divine judgment. That amazing paradox of the wrath of the Lamb, a creature of sacrifice now executing judgment, is on full display for everyone to see. So we've had 6 seals opened, 1/4 of the world's population is gone, and the cosmos is literally falling apart. Which of course leaves us with the ultimate cliffhanger. What in the world could possibly be behind seal number 7?